Hello everyone and welcome back to my reading. You are in the Ragnar-Ra Oracle reading space and I'm your host Ray, and in the Oracle reading today, pardon my throat, I thought we would start with the medicine cards, and I hope you are all doing well. And if you'd like to send some love out to beautiful Bagpuss here who holds the space and the peace in this reading, and as all tigers, he is a protective force. And so we will begin with shuffling the cards. And let's see what the cards say. Is your animal spirit right now? What is the animal spirit that you need to connect with right now? What animal spirit is going to serve you right now with love and guidance? Is anything coming out? Okay, give it patience. I have one. Oh, we do have two for you. Okay. So the first one out here is coyote, and I hope you can see that okay. And then the second one is mountain lion here. Wow, mountain lion. And I was just talking about the protective energies of the tigers, and as all cats, protective forces could be what's being shown here. So let's have a look at coyote first of all. Okay, so you have two energies out here. The first is the coyote, and he is the trickster. And there's a rhyme with all these cards, and you can read that. Pause if you wish, but I'll read it to you anyway. It's coyote, you devil, you tricked me once more. I must I sit and ponder what you did it for? There are thousands of myths and stories about coyote, the great trickster. Many native cultures call coyote the medicine dog. If you have pulled this card, you can be sure that some kind of medicine, is on its way. It may or may not be to your liking. Whatever the medicine is, good or bad, you can be sure it will make you laugh, maybe even painfully. You can also be sure that coyote will teach you a lesson about yourself. Coyote has many magical powers, but they do not always work in his favor. His own trickery fools him. He is the master trickster who tricks himself. Well, yeah, that makes sense. No one is more astonished than Coyote at the outcome of his own tricks. He falls into his own trap, and yet he somehow manages to survive, even though he may be banged and bruised by the experience. But it soon goes on his way to even greater error. So this is like the very foolish trickster, almost a Loki energy here, forgetting to learn from his mistakes. He may have lost the battle, but he's never beaten. Coyote is sacred, and the folly of his acts we see in our own foolishness. He moves from one disaster to the next. He refines the art of self-sabotage to sheer perfection. No one can blindly do themselves or others in with more grace and ease than this holy trickster, which is quite comical. He takes himself too seriously at times, and he cannot see the obvious. For example, the steamroller that is about to run him over. Well, this really giving me sort of like Wile E. Coyote, you know, and you have to. I still have flashbacks watching those cartoons, you know, when he's trying to catch the Roadrunner and he just cannot, and he's just like everything he does, the anvil, the wall, he always falls into his own traps. And this is exactly what this energy is giving me. Yeah. So it is humorous, as it says, contained within this trickster energy is the energy of humor as well. The cosmic joke is on ourselves, not just, but on everyone else as well. Yeah. So, you know, the kind of person that can make you believe that this skunk can smell like a rose, but it's still a skunk and it still stays a skunk. It's just the energy. Yeah. So it's asking you to stop snoozing if you've got this coyote medicine, and watch out. Your glass house may crash to the ground at any moment, or your self mirrors may shatter. The divine trickster is dogging you, and you may trip. Coyote scratches under his arm. He does a crazy dance. He catches his tail on fire, playing with matches. Yeah. And then jumps into a fish pond and nearly drowns. So this is just about seduction of this coyote. It's a kind of comedy, divine kind of medicine here. So you have to ask this for yourself. What are you doing? Are you playing jokes on yourself? Are you trying to fool an adversary? Or is someone tricking you? So this is about, are you tricking yourself? Are you believing things that are not so and fooling yourself into believing that, or even scaring yourself into believing that? Or is someone else doing that to you? Are they playing those cosmic tricks on you? Are you falling into their traps? So this is about trickster energy, okay? Mm. Yeah, it's all about tricksters. And Coyote always comes calling when things get too serious. Medicine is in laughter and joking so that new viewpoints may be assumed. If you've got this medicine as well, you can lighten people up and cheer people up. And it's also, there's a lightness with this as well as a darkness with it. So, yeah. It hasn't been reversed, so there's nothing to worry about that. So that's the first energy we have here to keep in mind. This trick energy is working in your life. Either you're the one pulling it, and if you're not pulling this trickster energy, then someone around you to watch out for is just keeping you stuck, stumbling and falling over these constant sort of trickster illusions. So yeah, if that is the case, then you have to be extra mindful at whatever is happening around you is just more trickster energy going on. And I think why it's sort of a divine energy in a way is it's something like to be able to penetrate it and understand it. That's the cosmic key. And then when you understand it and can penetrate it, you don't fall for it again, and you can laugh at it because you can say, oh no, you're not fooling me today, you know. So let's go on to the mountain lion and number 17 and see exactly what that energy is about here. Oops, sorry about that on the camera. I'm just going up to 17 now. This is the mountain lion energy, and here is the mountain lion, just as in the card. And mountain lion, O kingly leader of sleek feline form, touch my heart with courage, then sound the alarm, that I may lead with foresight, assurance bright and true, to carry on the spirit of strength I see in you. Yeah, so this is definitely holding that strength of that lion. It's a difficult totem power to have, because it puts you in a position of being a target for problems of others. It says you could be blamed for things going wrong, or for always taking charge when others cannot. You could become a perfect justification for the insecurities of others. So you have a strong energy, and any strong, powerful energy tends to lead without realizing, because it's just so obvious to them. They just move forward without even thinking. So medicine involves lessons on the use of power in leadership, its ability to lead without insisting that others follow. It is the understanding that all beings are potential leaders in their own ways. So it's asking, I think, maybe for more gentle approach. The use and abuse of power in a position of influence are part of this great cat's medicine. So you can balance power here, intention, physical strength and grace. So it's balancing mind, body, spirit as well. The giant feline never wastes anything. Yeah, if you notice beautiful big cats, when you see them, they're not showing stupid exhibitions of their strength, you know, like humans do. When they have muscles and everything, you know, males, when they're always on display with how strong and powerful they are. You don't see that from a lion. It's got grace and dignity and balance, and it doesn't show off its energy. It doesn't have a big ego about what it can do. Yeah. Yeah, so it's the balance of these energies, the mind, body, and spirit. It only kills for survival, and it doesn't waste anything. And the female lions, for those who don't know this, are the hunters, not the males. The males just basically don't really do much. It's the females that do the hunting to feed the family here. So it comes in your dreams. It's time, if it comes into your dreams, stand on your convictions, lead yourself where your heart takes you. Others may choose to follow, and the lessons will multiply. If you've pulled this mountain lion, you may be asked to review the purpose behind beliefs. You may need to discover whether or not your plans include those that wish to be like you and share your dreams. This is a leadership card. Yeah. And it's also about teaching those around you how to lead, not just using their energy to protect and jump into that role, but to teach others that they're as powerful and can lead too. Yeah. The responsibility of this leadership is to tell the truth, to know it and live your own truth, and let that filter down to all those that are smaller or younger than you in your pride. So, and responsibility more than ability is to respond to any situation without panic. Okay, so it's just about the leadership now. So we had the trickster energy here and about the lion. Okay, so these are the two first energies that wanted to come out here in this reading, and I'm looking for oracles. I'm not sure which to choose yet, but we'll go with the urban crow and see what the urban crow has to say too. So I'm just going to do light shuffle because I have been shuffling these previously and using them. I did do a reading for you yesterday, but I had a problem. I'll go into it. The reading didn't come out as I wished because there was some interference. I do have some interference outside, energies here, energies around me. I myself are going through transformations, transmigration periods, and I think energies are kind of overlapping. And sometimes I get like blur cameras, sometimes I get sounds on the cameras that shouldn't be on the cameras, so on the volume. So that happened yesterday and I couldn't use it. It actually literally marred most of it, so I had to discard it. So now I'm doing another pull for the oracle cards, and hopefully this will come out well. So we have freedom here. Maybe it's freedom from this coyote energy. And shall we have a look as well at what else? Yeah, this trickster energy and play, which is you just really having fun. So this is really good. So it's like this coyote and this lion have been battling it out with energies, and of course the lion, the reader, the leader, and this coyote that's always tricking him, others, and falling into his own traps. So it could be some kind of cosmic battle that's been going on, and it could be about either determination, it could be about kind of a spiritual energy of who's the greatest, who's the strongest, that kind of energy. Or if not, it's just someone in your life that's just being a nuisance, being causing you trouble, trickster energy, as I say. And you being a leader have now decided to stand in your position of leadership and not let someone lesser than you. I know they're both the kind of divine aspects, but I think that letting someone continually trip you up, and you have to sort of stand your ground. So that's what I'm seeing with this mountain lion: standing your ground, making a stand, taking no more, moving to your freedom, freeing yourself from this nuisance energy, these. Well, let's see what this freedom has to say here. Yeah, it's about, you don't need to be where you are right now. You can change your position. You can rise up and see the world from a different point of view. You have the wings. All you need is the desire and the self-confidence to fly. Freedom brings movement, flexibility, ability to expand your horizons, whether it's freedom to travel, freedom to splurge on your favorite meal, or whatever else. When this card appears, you may need to ask yourself some questions. In which areas of your life would you like to expand your freedom? What's your definition of freedom? So there are a couple of questions there, like how do you want to expand in your life right now? Take that freedom, look at things from the higher perspective, realize that, take those options that are out there to push for that, to give yourself that freedom, so you can also spend time in relaxing, fun activities. Here with 36 on play, and that says they're not always serious crows, because these are obviously our crows in play here. They enjoy the company of friends, and they do spend time engaging in play. So when this card is in play, pardon the pun, it tells you you can relax and exercise your creative mind, maybe your body too. Just play, give yourself something different to do, something that brings you joy. It rewards you because when you can relax and have fun and joy and expand or do something creative, it does expand, your own possibilities, and you're more productive when you need to get back to work. So you should always allow yourself some time if you have been working hard. So just disconnect from things. Allow your brain some creative output here. Yeah. And if you relax your brain, you give it a chance to just be still, and then you find answers to questions, solutions to problems. Yeah, you see, so these are all in your readings right now, and this is the optimal way you can now move forward in life. So, see what's next for us. What readings else could I expand on? I thought I'd stick with animals today. I thought all the animals could do the talking. So I'm staying with the animals. Right here is a woodland animal deck, woodland wardens, and let's see what they have to say. If there's any more info, insight to help you today to realize your true potential. And it is a really lovely, uplifting energy at the moment. You in this leadership position maybe solved some puzzle about what's been going on in your life, and you're just standing your ground saying, no, that energy is not happening anymore around me. I'm going to free myself from that, and I'm going to enjoy myself. And these are the energies that seem to be coming out for you right now. And it's wonderful. It's wonderful when you realize your power, when you stand on your power. When you're this lion, this mountain lion, you have a lot of power. The marten and foxglove. So we have mischief here again. How interesting. So I'm going to put it on the mischief side here. Okay, and do we have another one? And then we have this metamorphosis that also wishes to come out, and I'm putting it on this side because it just looks right. Now this mischief may just be fun, but it's mischief again, and it's the second card. Okay, 24 for that one. It is the second energy that's talking about mischief. So the marten and foxglove. So the marten and foxglove, represents the archetypal trickster. So this is twice. So it really does want you to see this. Light-hearted mischief maker, lover of chaos and spontaneity. Martens are a type of weasel known for their curiosity and quick movements, occasional aggression. In Romanian folklore, it tells that martens play tricks on horses, braiding their manes in the night so they wake to a tangled mess of hair in the morning. Foxglove are said to be the homes of fairies, another elusive, mischievous creature. For this reason, they're associated with riddles and secrecy. Okay, but this one is saying just look for opportunities of spontaneity and travel, playfulness, and maybe a bit of light-hearted mischief, so long as it doesn't hurt anyone. It can be healthy. Or beware of others' dishonesty again. Trick or scam may be afoot. Do I embrace spontaneity? Can I learn to let go and make room in my life for more adventure? Now, they did mention fairies, and I'd like to touch on this because I have fairies in my garden, and I encourage good fairies into my home, and they look absolutely nothing like any of the pictures ever portray them. Not a bit. And they don't fly around, and they don't have wings. They're very still, beautiful, divine looking creatures, but they are very small. They're about 2.5 foot high, but in proportion and beautiful. But this is something I do want to touch on here as it's come up with the fairies, and I got a bit of a shove to mention it. If you respect nature and the garden and encourage good fairies around and into the home, or around and into your space, then they will protect the space and protect you. But if you're kind of do anything to destroy any nature or anything like that, or harm, well, you know, some people even go as far as trying to harm animals, and fairies do not like that, and birds as well. You know, they protect all the earth and the earth creatures. So just a little point is, if you're sort of digging things up, or you know, things that you just don't want, discarded them like thoughtlessly or anything like that, or destroyed any environment, be careful, because some places are more sacred than others, and so you could get mischievous fairies around, and they will play havoc. So if you're going through anything like that, it's just something to think about, and I just thought I would just point that out, because I was watching something yesterday where someone was actually going through that last night, and then it came up again today here in the tarot reading with fairies, and I thought I'd mention that on air on YouTube now, just in case that is a message for someone, because I got it twice, with the thing I watched last night, and then with this card here. And I know it's not for me. I do have fairies, but I only allow the good ones in, and besides, because I look after the environment and the property, and you know, plant nice things and stuff, I know the good fairies would protect. So yeah, maybe it's a indirect, you know, direct message or indirect message for someone else. Okay, so let's go to Metamorphosis now. This card reminds us that change is neutral, rebirth is possible. Change is natural, not neutral, and rebirth is possible, and the healing balance can be achieved. Frog developing as it does from a teeny tadpole. It's all transformation, and the lotus flower too symbolizes rebirth. I didn't know that. Unfurling amid murky waters, going through such changes can be difficult and a struggle, but resulting metamorphosis opens us to growth, self-acceptance and happiness. So if you are going through this changes, as I said, I've been going through transformations, metamorphosis, and it can be difficult at times. So just consider what needs changing right now is what the card is saying, and think about steps you can take to achieve that change. You owe it to yourself to allow yourself to grow and rebirth. But I think it's already been pointed out here with the energies of the trickster and coming up again, and then this taking charge and creating your own freedom. These changes may be important, and maybe you are going through this metamorphosis and you need this freedom and time now to play, to relax, to get into your and explore your energies, your new life that's opening up for you. And let's just finish this reading now. Let's just go for these story cards, because I do like these beautiful story cards, very uplifting and light. So let's have a look at these and just see what else they have to say. Okay, and I hope you're enjoying this reading, and please leave me a like if you do like the way I read, and comment on anything that's popped out for you that's really being beneficial, or beginnings again. Solitude we have here. Let's have a look what else we have here. So maybe you're in solitude. Rain has come out here. I'm leaving that with the trickster energy, because it's not always joyful and playful. Okay, and let's have a look from this metamorphosis, from this leadership role. Yeah, it's giving you balance, stepping into this position of power, taking the reins, controlling your environment and moving on to your freedom. There's something about balancing the dualities here, just balanced now of yourself, your shadow and your light side. So this is perfect balance, owning it. And yeah, I think you're being given here, being given, you know, it reminds me of these birds in play and this happiness and this joy. So this is what the cards seem to echo. And anything else we can see here, please? Anything else that we can be guided to support and to finish this reading, please, guides? Oh, no, 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 no. They want too much. They want to throw everything at us here. Okay, we have nature, loving nature. And you definitely release this energy, this trickster now. And I think this means that you can really be happy. And look at the love arts in your home now. And yeah, I am getting waiting cards here. And what I'm seeing with this waiting is you are waiting for something to move now, to transition, to bring in this joy that you're looking for, because you have your eye on things, on something particular, and it's just a waiting now. You're just waiting. You will be waiting, but it's not like, it doesn't have to be heavy. You can enjoy this energy now. Yeah, and just trust it, because you've done all the work, and now you can just, you know, continue with your practices, whatever you're doing, or with the whatever work you're doing, but take time out to enjoy. You've done all the work necessary. You've removed an energy that was no longer necessary for you, but it has taught you a lesson, and you will recognize these energies when they happen again in your life and see them for what they are. You stand in this leadership position now. You've decided to become this leader, this lion, and this metamorphosis of your life, these changes are happening. You are standing on freedom and joy. And this is the message we have for you this afternoon. And I hope that you've really enjoyed this reading. And if you have, as I said earlier, please like, and anything that has really popped out for you, whether it's a picture, whether it's just words that's been said, you can leave a comment and express how that relates to you. And yeah, just have fun. And remember, the universe loves you, and your ancestors love you, and I love you. So take care, everyone, and I'll see you soon. Bye.